In the heart of Ankara, nestled within the embrace of Ecuador's natural beauty, I found myself enveloped in a profound connection with the earth itself. Surrounded by the rich tapestry of local flora and fauna, I realized a powerful truth echoing through the very essence of our conversation today. Picture this. You plant a seed, and with tender care you nurture it with love, bathing it in clean water, bathing it in sunlight, infusing it with the intention to thrive abundantly. That seed, my friends, is like a beacon of hope in a garden of transformation. It grows not just in soil, but in consciousness. Now, let's turn that inward. When we consciously choose to break free from the shackles of generational trauma, we are like gardeners of our own souls. We plant new seeds, seeds of hope, seeds of faith, seeds of perseverance. With each nurturing thought and action, we cultivate an environment teeming with love, prosperity, and wisdom. And just like that, we transcend the unconscious patterns that once bound us. We reclaim our power to shape our destiny, to mold a future brimming with possibility. It's a journey of transformation, a journey of becoming the architects of our own reality. So remember this. Within you lies the power to plant the seeds of change, to cultivate a garden of dreams. Embrace it, nurture it, and watch as your future blossoms into a vision of boundless potential. The choice is yours, and the harvest, magnificent. Now, all this awareness about epigenetics and the ability that we have to break free from generational trauma informs us that we indeed have the ability to change even these deeply unconscious programs that we may be attaching to. This implies that the only way to introduce the energy of change into our lives is by embracing and integrating new energies into our everyday experiences. This means then that we need to be more conscious not of the past or of what our ancestors or parents or grandparents were embedding into our fields, but of who we want to become and where we're still limited in our self-expression that needs to be augmented. Our experiences are transformed by our desire to create change. It's essential to understand that we must actively initiate the changes we wish to see in our lives by making different choices for ourselves. And realizing that wherever we still continue to blame people in our lives or people from our past on the creation of our difficulties in life is exactly the place where we need to learn to transmute that energy of resistance. Think of it. Wherever you still blame people for the perpetuation of the unconscious cycles in your life is where you need to now be placing that energy and focus into a whole new agenda for yourself. So rewrite this new script for your reality. It's crucial to recognize that by choosing not to take action, you're perpetuating the cycle of karma. You must embrace your role as the agent of change in your own reality. This means, then, that the most important element to espousing a more spiritual perspective in your life, to manifesting more harmony, balance, bliss, happiness, and health, is you choosing to espouse a new spiritual diet for yourself. The first step is finding balance in every aspect of your being, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, to create coherence within yourself and your reality. This means then that to espouse a spiritual diet and to actively be nourishing yourself spiritually every single day means to be choosing much more wisely by realizing the important role that everything is playing in your life. The most important relationship you can cultivate is with yourself, extending to every aspect of your reality. That means the food you eat, the air you breathe, the kind of things that you allow yourself to interact with, the energy of your words, the frequency of your thoughts and intentions. It's being very conscious and relating wholeheartedly to every single thing that enters your field of awareness. This then means that to have a spiritual diet is to be very aware of every single variable in your life and to start to choose something very different. If you feel pressure to meet your family's expectations, consider breaking free from that mold. Trying to fit into their idea of who you should be will only lead to disappointment and hardship. So right now, you may be choosing to inhibit yourself and to keep yourself stuck to certain unconscious programs if you're choosing to not actually decide to make the better decision for yourself. Right now, you have a fundamental choice in your life to either still keep repeating the programs of the past or to choose to now recreate new patterns moving into the future. Is to either still keep repeating programs of the past or to choose to now recreate new patterns moving into the future. Rebuilding your identity comes from within, where you determine your own worth and prioritize your deepest feelings in shaping your future possibilities. Think about what you are actually feeling about your reality that can start to be valued much more highly by yourself that other people will never understand about you. Realize that in this entire size up of your life, ultimately your feelings hold the greatest truth about your sense of self. If you feel uncomfortable with the expectations placed on you by your family or society, you can only break free from those constraints by choosing to liberate yourself. Which brings us back to the essential point of you choosing to love yourself to heal fully from all generational programs of the past. You're now choosing to create a new kind of destiny for yourself, a destiny that is charted in every single moment of now when you choose to be fully free and fully embodied in your own truth. You can start to think about what kind of program is creating your life by just stopping yourself in different moments throughout your day and asking yourself, why are you currently doing what you're doing? Are you actually happy with what you're dealing with, or do you want to choose differently? What drives you to be the person you are today? Consider the origin of this programming. Are you authentically experiencing, thinking, and desiring what you deserve, aligning with your deepest feelings? There is a very big and important difference between your own values and what you desire for yourself versus what other people maybe once programmed you to believe you deserve. And that difference is something that we need to explore very deeply along the healing journey. Recognize moments where you're not authentically representing yourself. Challenges from others will persist until you align with your truth. If you don't realize that you need to defend your own values, your own sense of worth, and your deeper feelings, those feelings are always going to be dismantled by many different variables throughout your life. You may think that you have certain mental priorities in this world, that you need to be doing certain things to create an impact. That is what is societally expected of you. But all of these things begin to bring you no sense of fulfillment when you really tap into your soul at the end of every day. When it's just you and your soul, you might feel stuck in a loop of mechanical actions, fulfilling expectations ingrained by past programming rather than living with purpose. Your purpose can only be cultivated in that space of freedom, so think outside of the box. Choose to sometimes disable your mindset and consider what other possibilities are in store for you when you choose to look beyond the generational trauma, beyond the programming, beyond any societal conditioning that may impose a certain limitation in your consciousness. Consider how your life will start to drastically evolve when you choose to dismantle every negative program, limiting belief, and detrimental mindset that is still coming to you from someone else or from your past. When you break free from this mindset, consider that your entire life will change as soon as you decide to espouse the new programming, which is setting you free and apart from all generational trauma inhibiting you in your worldview. In this episode, we learned to recognize and integrate lessons from relationship trauma. Understand that karma can be transcended through conscious choice. Embrace the power to release karmic ties, and shape reality with empowering programming.